there. And then we went off his farm, we got some sea vegetation. 10% spirulina, and the other remaining 5% is a mixture of dulse, kelp, and Dunalalia salina. So you got some sea veg. And you know, this is very chlorophyll rich. That's the blood of plants. And chlorophyll is a major detoxifier. There are so many things that happen with this kind of food. What happened is when you take it, and just since we've been here over the last couple of days, and Adrian Matthews, you took it right, you felt the energy. You're going to feel the energy. It's wonderful having a product, not only is good for people, but they actually feel the energy. You get a visceral, tangible result right away. And I will tell you that you will adapt to that. Your body will get used to getting good stuff, and you won't feel that all the time. But it tells you that you're getting something that you never got before. And the reason is because of the soil it's grown on, the fact that the supplier is fully integrated so that, you know, in terms of the amount of time, everything's accomplished within 5 hours of harvest, and you've got a stabilized food that's unparalleled. And all of us absolutely need it. If you're somebody that occasionally eats some bacon, you need some help. And of course, all the enzymes, the food enzymes, are completely intact. It's a whole food. And it's the absolute best of its type. It's in keeping with what we want to do. You know, I want to backtrack a little bit because I just thought about it, feeling that energy. The enzymes are energy also. And I was talking to someone about a half hour ago. One thing I neglected to tell you about the peak enzymes is you generally will take the systemic enzymes at night on an empty stomach before you go to bed. Your body does a lot of reparative work while you're sleeping. And if you want the full benefit of those systemic enzymes, what you want to do is keep it active in the body. You can do that 24 hours a day. They are plant-derived enzymes. They'll last 12 hours. So at different junctures during the day when you haven't eaten for at least 2 hours, I'll define that as an empty stomach. If you take some of those systemic enzymes, you're going to keep its activity active in your bloodstream 24 hours a day. But most important at night before you go to sleep. And if it causes you not to be able to sleep, some people have that kind of an energy reaction. Try taking just one, and then when you wake up in the morning, your stomach's still empty, take 2. Then the rest of the digestion you take with your food. And then another note on energy. You will tend to feel an energy boost on the enzymes as well. Here's a good analogy. A furnace in a home. An efficient furnace might only send about 15% of the heat up the chimney. The old furnaces, at least half the heat went up the chimney, right? And your body's kind of a furnace. That's why we're warm. You're burning up calories. It may not be wood or fossil fuels like coal or natural gas, but we're bringing calories of energy or heat into the body. And when you're not taking enzymes, your body's a lot less efficient. Let's say that 50% of the energy, well, here's the fact, 70% of the energy or the calories in that food is used to digest the food itself. That leaves only 30% to run the other operations in your body. And when you supplement with enzymes and you take an enzyme-rich whole food like the Caldera Greens, you're bringing a lot more enzymes into the body. And what can happen is that 70% might move to only 50%, where you only need 50% of the calories in the food to help you digest the food. That's a 20% increase, and usually you'll feel that too. So if you feel fatigued or sluggish, taking the Caldera Greens, taking the enzymes, all of our products, if you're getting the idea, these products all work together. There's a portfolio that's well thought out of products, but your body needs everything that we're providing. And so Caldera Greens, it's an answer that we all need. Nicole, were you going to say something?
Yeah, for all of us who love our pets so much, every day I give them the greens, the calcium and enzymes, along with raw, grass-fed food. But they need the greens because they need all the, you notice how dogs go out and eat grass. They need the stuff that's in your greens. And they need the enzymes because they need minerals. And they need
Okay, thank you. Deborah, do I have time for an abbreviated talk on pH control? Where are you, Deborah? Let me launch into it. I think I can do that. That's everything I have to say about Caldera Greens. It's really an awesome food. We're excited about bringing it in. You can see it back there. I encourage you to try it. You're going to have a pleasant surprise. And I think we're pressed for time. And so I'm going to just talk briefly about the pH control product. pH is a funny thing. It's pretty complex. It's way above my head. But I'll tell you a few things I know about it. You know, it's really a measure of hydrogen ions in balance with hydroxide ions. Hydrogen ions are positive, hydroxide ions are negative, and there's a balance, an equilibrium that's maintained in the body. When you have a little too much positive charge, you become acidic. They call it acidosis. When you have a little too much hydroxide charge, you become alkaline, or it's called alkalosis. And your body, you can almost define life this way. There's a natural oscillation where the body's constantly trying to seek balance between these two ions. And so your body's constantly trying to escape this state of charge. And it actually, if it ever finally arrived at complete equilibrium, without any kind of disruption of that, that would be the definition of death. This natural oscillation is actually what you call being alive. It actually emits an electromagnetic charge. Kim, I bet you know something about why that happens. You know, you got this going on, you're becoming a little bit charged positively, then negatively, and this is over a certain point, and it's different in every area of the body. Your blood has to be at about 7.4, and it probably can't even tolerate going down to 7.35. It's probably more like 7.37, and then something happens, it has to go back up. And it's constantly not oscillating around that point. You can measure and see this electromagnetic field even in a single cell organism. This is going on, this natural oscillation. Your body maintains your stomach at 1.0, your small intestines at 2.4, your pancreas at 8.0. It's complex, and it's been a mystery for all these years as to how it accomplishes this. What are all the mechanisms? You need buffering minerals. That's the substance that your body's going to use to help alkalize you. And you get plenty of buffering minerals from the coral complex 3. When you're using an Avasia device, for instance, a study was done in a petri dish, just infusing electrons into the petri dish and measuring the charge. And when there was a really low charge, malignancies occurred in this in vitro environment. And then when they brought the charge up, the malignancies went away. And really, the electrical charge was just another measurement of pH. So, and we all know about pH. Most of you people are, hopefully, when you join the Whole Wellness Club, you'll be a recovering network marketer. Most of you know all about pH. There's all kinds of information and misinformation about pH being the end of all things, you know, to try and balance the body. But it's a factor that's absolutely important. When you become a little too acidic, you're opening up the way for disease to take a foothold. Cancer thrives in that acidic environment. And sugar is one of the primary causes of not being able to stay alkaline. So we have to stop doing some things that's going to help you to remain pH balanced. But apart from the coral complex 3 and what could be done just by putting a charge through your body, there's another factor. And a theory was advanced about 26 years ago that glutathione was very much involved in the mechanism of controlling that balance, of maintaining that balance. Now, glutathione is an amazing substance in your body. Every cell in your body produces glutathione. And it's the master antioxidant. It's absolutely essential to get rid of toxins and poisons and viruses and just about